This was fantastic yesterday.
Oh, the run out.
This is really cool.
Yeah, the long run
really,
out.
really cool.
Let's go.
I've seen it a bit in VCT CM, but to come and do this firsthand myself, that felt really, really special.
I'm super glad.
Really
I'm
cool.
super happy to hear.
It's cool to do the long walk out for this one.
Yeah. Even just waiting up on the stage here for the other team to come up. Because I was the last guy on, so I was the first one facing them. Just standing there, staring them down. Didn't work, but no, just having that atmosphere of moving through the crowd rather than towards the crowd, I think was fantastic.
Badass. I'm glad to hear.
Can going to run on the stage or not? Not today. Not today.
It's cold.
Oh, I'm liking how next year's looking, man. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Dude, the 100K for cups for teams that go, that's big. That's big.
I'm super glad, man. We're hyped as well.
Yeah, I can imagine. You a little nervous for it as well, or?
Dude, fucking absolutely. No question.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be hard to pull off, you know?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's a big change up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. First year's probably gonna be a bit chaotic.
First year
it's gonna be carnage for sure.
Oh, it is.
I think for everybody just to get used to how it's gonna work and seeing who's involved, but I think after that we should hopefully see it plateau and stabilize a little bit. So.
The open qualifiers are like scary. That's scary.
Imagine being back in my job.
That's what I mean. Yeah. But the partner teams start further on. But they start in the kickoff, right?
They start in kickoff. All partner teams.
Then that's
+4 open, and then from there.
Then you're on your own.
Exactly.
I think that's good because then teams can like assess. Did I make the right choices with the pickups or between to change, and then they have time to change if need be.
Do you think it's going to increase the amount of roster turnover there is, though?
Yes.
Because that's the most interesting thing now is we see, at least in the EMEA, I'm not sure too much about the rest of the regions, there's quite clear periods of where, right, now a bunch of roster changes are going to come in. But I think we're probably going to increase the frequency at which that happens.
Yeah.
But also I think what will be interesting is it won't all happen at the same time. Because right now you finish a stage,
that's true.
Right, 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 teams make 1 or 2 changes, and everybody changes, and then it's almost completely reset.
Yeah.
Whereas I think what will happen next year is you'll start to see teams make calls earlier or calls later because they feel like they can do it a little bit more. So I'm interested to see what that turnover starts to look like.
Totally. But look, what's also likely to happen is with more teams investing and no academy teams, buyouts are probably going to be more expensive.
That's true.
So that might help balance out, because if teams are changing all the time, that also doesn't help, right?
Yeah.
Like we see the team, like, these teams like TRX is a good example of a team that's been consistent and doesn't have a lot of churn and a lot of turnover.
That's true. That's something that like I'm maybe a little bit worried for is like storylines might be harder because obviously I think the game's like pretty snowbally right now, so I feel like upsets can happen quite a lot. So to build like consistent stories or like consistent like popular teams, it might be a little fluctuating.
True.
But then you can always make the game less snowbally. Maybe no orbs for planting.
Dude, I will tell you, like, this whole rate of change in VoW has been a big topic of conversation for us, Because, like, if things change too much all the time, like, look, I love that we start every tournament and it's unpredictable, right?
Sure.
I think the fact that you have no idea who's going to win is good for the sport. But if it starts to feel too random, it's also not good. Like, if it's too predictable, not good. If it's too random, also not good. So we're always trying to find this balance,
fine line of it,
of, like, how much of unpredictability.
I think it being like unpredictable in franchising works really well, but when it's more open, that's when I get like a little worried. That's like my...
Yeah, you're just going to end up... I mean, I could see us going into the next year with the roster that we have, open qualifier at some point, and there could be a team where the meta has just shifted, it works brilliantly for them online. Okay, we get wiped like we did yesterday, and then all of a sudden, that instability and unpredictability, I think, at a organizational level, you just never know. It's just risk. It's risk management, I think, then at that point. So, but at the same time, I think we also understand we're on a very different end of the spectrum to the live game player base. Realistically, if it gets dull for 99% of the player base out there, it's not a fun game to play.
Trust me, I'll be watching the upsets.
Yeah, you'll be enjoying it.
Oh, Vitality 0-6 down. Better start streaming that one.
But yeah, I think that on top of if we see the same frequency of map pool changes agent balance updates, etc., on top of the systems, I think it could end up, at least for the first year, being absolute carnage in terms of. There's a lot of interesting upsets, shall we say?
Yeah. I think going in with the mind frame of just like the first year is like going to be a tester, just being like not saying overreact to changes, but at least be like
No, totally. Look, we make all of these decisions with conviction, right?
Yeah.
But we also have to be humble to know that it might not be the right answer and be able to adapt. And we definitely will. After year one, we'll.
I think we've seen that even with this move post-franchising era anyway already.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's recognition of stuff, so we appreciate that.
I'm glad.
A few less map pool changes, a few less agent meta changes, and I think I'd be a slightly less stressed or less tired man. But hey, say la vie.
I like the changes now.
I was about to say, stay up.
Back then, not so much. Okay, Lev